Okay, guys. So we should be streaming live officially. It looks like it's trying to do something. It's hard for me to tell. So there we go. I think it's going now. I can see the comments. Perfect. Okay. So I don't know who's in this and who's not. If you wanted to see it, like I said, I'm going to post it live too. Or if you're just looking for something to do, that works as well. But yeah, we're going live. The point is just to do the homework session that I did and walk you through how you get through step 2 of the process. That's all I really care about today is that we're going through step 2 of the process. So that is what we're going to be working on. So I'm just going to dive into it, and we will go from there. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. So problem number 1 of your homework set looked like this. This would be problem number 1. And it was negative 4x minus 2y equals negative 12 and 4x plus 8y equals negative 24. Okay? And again, the first thing I'm doing as I'm going through these is looking for something to eliminate. Do I need to scale this at all to eliminate? Well, no, I don't need to scale because negative 4 and positive 4 naturally eliminate. So all I'm going to do then is eliminate them and then combine. So step 1 is the elimination, finding what eliminates or make it scaling to make it eliminate. Step 2 would be combining. So when I combine these, I got negative 2y plus 8y is 6y, and negative 12 minus 24 is negative 36. Now I've combined. The only thing I need to do to finish this problem right now is just to solve, even though there's still another step after that. We're just doing steps 1 and 2 for today's homework. So I'm going to divide both sides by 6, and I'm left with y is equal to negative 6. And that's where I would stop. Hold on one second. My dog is barking at the door, so I'm going to go let it in. 1 second. After I'm over. Cool. So that's it. So let's go on to number 2 real quick. And again, I dropped my pen back here somewhere. Okay. So for number 2 in your homework today, what it's asking you to do is exactly the same thing. We have 4x plus 8y is equal to 20. And we have negative 4x plus 2y is equal to negative 30. Okay? Now, when I'm looking at that, what I'm seeing, hey, it's Gabe Diamond. What's up, homie? So when they're looking at that, the first thing I'm going to do is try to eliminate something. Well, as I can see, 4 and negative 4 eliminate naturally. So there's no scaling or anything I need to do for this problem. I'm just going to cross it out because that already eliminates. I'm going to go 8 plus 2y. Now I'm on to step 2 where I'm combining. So 8 plus 2y is 10y. And 20 minus 30 is negative 10. Okay? And when I have that in there, I've combined now, I just need to solve. And to solve, I just divide both sides by 10, and I'm left with y equals negative 1. Okay, and that gets me through step 2 for the second problem. So that gets me through step 2 for the problem. And that's all you guys need to do today. You don't need to do anything past step 2, so you don't have to go back and solve for x. I just want you to get this far. Okay, so I'm going to clear this, and we're going to go into number 3 on your homework. Okay, number 3 is finally going to start. Nope, it doesn't challenge us at all either. It's still pretty easy. X minus y equals 11, and then we have 2x plus y equals 19. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, what I'm going to do is just do what I always do. I'm going to look for something to cancel. In this case, negative y and positive y are opposite, so that's going to be a natural cancel. So there's nothing I really have to do here. So I'm going to eliminate that as my step 1. I'm going to switch pens. This one's driving me crazy. I'm going to eliminate that as step 1, and then I'm going to combine for step 2. So I'm going to go x plus 2x is 3x. Those eliminated, so they're gone. And 11 plus 19 is 30. Okay, and then all I need to do from there is just solve. So divide both sides by 3. That goes away, and I'm left with x is equal to 10. Okay, and that's where I'm going to stop for today. And at step 2, I'm just going to knock it off there and just move forward. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, so let me clear my board again, and we'll go to problem 4. Again, and if you guys have any questions or you think I'm doing something wrong or you want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, just type it in the comment section and I'll try to get to it as I'm going if I glance over quick enough. Again, number 4, we have negative 6x plus 5y is equal to 1. And we have 6x plus 4y. And that is equal to negative 10. Okay? So I'm looking at those two. What I'm going to do is see if anything cancels. And as you can see, negative 6x and positive 6x cancel. So I'm just going to cancel them and move on to step 2, which is combine my equations. 5y plus 4y is 9y's. And 1 minus 10 is equal to negative 9. Okay? And then all I have left to do is divide, and I've solved my equation. And I get y is equal to negative 1, and that's where we're going to stop for today as we're learning how to solve with elimination, just right there. Okay? That's what we're doing. All right. Let's clear this up and move on to number 5. As you can see, these kind of get redundant. When you eliminate, the first step of elimination is you eliminate, then you usually always divide. So it makes it pretty simple in theory. Okay? So we just did 4, so let's go to 5. 5 tells me negative 2x minus 9y is equal to negative 25. And I have negative 4x minus 9y is equal to negative 23. Okay, this is a good example of one that doesn't naturally cancel, even though it kind of looks that way. Zach, the reason we're doing just the first 2 steps is because it's the first time you guys have learned this. Technically, you might have gotten it when you were in the algebra class before. But the reason we're just doing the first 2 steps right now is just to get into doing the first 2 steps correctly. Because if you do those right, you can. So that's why we're just doing the first 2 steps right now. I hope that helps. And to kind of keep the easy. I mean, the difference between getting through the 10 problems doing the first 2 steps and 10 problems doing all the steps is I'm trying to keep it to like 20 minutes of homework max for you guys every day. Just keep it simple. That's all. So that's why we're just doing the first 2 steps. Tomorrow you'll be doing all 3 steps. So you're good. Okay. So from here, as I can see, nothing naturally cancels. And then it's just which ones do I want to attack to make it the easiest. Now I have negative 9, 2 negative 9s here. So I'm going to attack my y's. And I'm just going to make one of them a positive y by multiplying everything by negative 1, or making it become its opposite. So now I'm going to combine or distribute in. So negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4x. Negative 1 times negative 9y is positive 9y. And negative 23 times negative 1 is a positive 23. I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to bring it back underneath. And now I have everything set up. I've eliminated, so I'm just going to combine my equations. Those eliminate. 4 minus 2x is 2x. And 23 minus 25 is negative 2. And then I'm just solving from there. That goes away. And I'm left with x is negative 1, and that's all you need to do. Okay? So that's how we're rolling with that. Okay? Let's clear this and move on to 6. And we're almost done. We only got like 4 problems left. You guys can enjoy the rest of your day. So we have 8x plus y equals negative 16. And we have negative 3x plus y equals negative 5. So if I'm looking at that, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before. I'm going to see that none of them naturally cancel, but I'm probably going to pick on these y's because I have the same number in front of the y's, which means all I need to do to get one of them to cancel is take its opposite or multiply everything by -1. So in that case, we're going to pop it across here. -1 and -3 multiplied together is positive 3x. -1 times a positive y is a minus y. And -1 times a -5 is a positive 5. Okay? And then I bring this, the top one, back down here. So I'm going to have my 8x plus y equals -16. Line underneath and eliminate. And I just eliminated my first one. Okay, then I'm going to combine these. 3 and 8 is 11x equals, and 5 minus 16 is -11. So to solve from there, I'm just going to divide everything by 11. And there we go. Again, these get super redundant, okay? And they, like I said, one easy way of knowing you're doing it right is you just get to a nice whole number to finish off with. So. Cool. So that was 6. Let's look at number 7. And that one says -6x plus 6y equals 6. And we have -6x plus 3y equals -12. Okay? So again, when I'm looking at those two, the first thing I'm going to do is see which ones I want to cancel. I'd probably choose my x's just because that'll make it the easiest for me. So I'm just going to take my bottom equation, take everything by -1 to make it its opposite. So when all that comes in, I'm going to have 6x minus 3y equals 12. I'm going to pull my bottom equation back down. -6x plus 6y equals 6. Those eliminate, so I'm done with step 1. Now I just combine everything for step 2. -3y plus 6y is a positive 3y equals 18. And then I just finish by dividing. That goes away, and I'm left with y equal to 6. Okay? Not too bad. All right. Let's clear the board one more time. Anybody have any questions, or are you guys good to go? Just watching. Is the video coming through okay? It looks a little choppy on my end. That's why I'm asking. And number 8 is 7x plus 2y equals 24. And 8x plus 2y equals 30. Okay, so from here, I'm going to do exactly what I've been doing. I'm going to find which one I want to eliminate. I'm probably going to pick on my y since they're the same numbers. Even though they don't eliminate, I can make them eliminate by timesing everything by -1. So I'm going to do that like I've been doing, and I get -8x minus 2y equals -30. Bring the other guy back down. 7x plus 2y equals 24. Okay. And from here, all I'm going to do is eliminate. That goes away. I'm going to combine. -8x plus 7x is 1x. And that equals -30 plus 24, which is -6. Divide both sides by 1, and I get x equals -6. Okay. There we go. Let's clear it down to our final 2 problems. Hopefully they get a little more challenging. I'll do one additional problem at the end, and I'll solve it all the way through in case Zach is still watching. So we're at 9. Number 9 tells us 5x plus y equals 9, and 10x minus 7y equals -18. Okay, So there's nothing that naturally cancels. There's none of the same number. So we're going to have to get kind of creative. Okay. Worst case scenario, if you can't see the easy way to do it, you can always multiply like I was doing in the or on my website today in the YouTube channel, that tutorial. But for this one, it's really easy for me to get 5x to become a 10x by multiplying by 2, which means to make it the opposite. So it eliminates, I just multiply everything by negative 2. Bring it all in, and I'd have negative 10x minus 2y equals negative 18. Okay, then I just pop this guy down here. There's my 10x minus 7y equals negative 18. That eliminates, so now I combine. Okay, and I'm going to go negative 2y minus 7y is negative 9y. And negative 18 minus 18 is negative 36. And when I solve it and divide both by negative 9, I'm left with x is equal to 4. Okay? Again, this is kind of more practice in greatest common factor, stuff like that. Maybe I'll post one of the manga or games tomorrow that has to do with greatest common factor. If you guys can get good at factoring, it makes it way easier. Okay? So with that being said, let's see here. Clear this out. And we are on number 10. And then I'll do one more additional one afterwards to solve it all the way through again. If you see anything, want to know why I did it, or have any questions, pop it into the chat box there and I'll answer it in real time for you. Negative 4x plus 9y equals 9. And we have x minus 3y equals negative 6. Okay, again, there's nothing that naturally cancels. Now with this one, it doesn't really matter which way I go. Nice thing is that we are already on the opposite signs on both of them. So it's just, what do you like to multiply best? I'll probably multiply the bottom by a positive 3, because then that'll make that a negative 9, which will cancel it. So I'll bring everything in, and I'm left with 3x minus 9y equals negative 18. I'm going to pull this equation back down. Negative 4x plus 9y equals 9. Those cancel. Now I combine. Okay? And from there, I'm going to go 3 minus 4x is a negative x equals, I'm going to leave it as a negative 1x equals negative 18 plus 9 is a minus 9, or negative 9. And divide both sides by negative 1, get x by itself. And x is a positive 9. Okay? And that's through step 2 for all the problems 1 through 10 that I assigned to you. So again, make sure you post that on Flipgrid if you done it, or take a picture, email it to me if that helps you. But I wanted to do one more bonus problem, because why the heck not? We'll do number 12 our worksheet, which will give you an edge tomorrow. As we're going all the way through, you're going to have to do both of them, and number 12 is going to be one of them. So this might just get me done tomorrow's work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my number 12 on the worksheet. Says negative 7x plus y equals negative 19, and negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 19. Okay, and I'm going to solve this one all the way through. So the first step I'm going to do is figure out which ones I want to eliminate. I have negative 7 and negative 2, which means I'd have to trick it. I have to multiply by factors on both of them. So I'm going to look to my y's. Here, get 1y to 3y, I need to multiply by 3. So if I want to make 1y the opposite of 3y, just multiply by negative 3. That's what I'm going to do. And we're going to bring it in here. So I'd have negative 3 times negative 7 is 21x. Negative 3 times y is negative 3y. And negative 3 times negative 19 is going to be a positive 15. Okay? So that's the first one. And then I'm just going to take my second equation and bring it down. Negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 19. Those eliminate. So now I can combine. Okay? And to combine it, I'm just going to make that 19x is 21 minus 2x, 19. And 57 minus 19 is 38. And when I finish my solving, I'm just going to divide both sides by 19. That goes away. And I get x equals 2. Now I'm all the way through step 2. So if I was going to finish the equation, I just do step 3, which is plug back in. Plug, that's supposed to be a U. Aggressively close top, okay? So I'm just going to plug back in. So it doesn't matter which equation I'm going to use. I'm going to take the bottom equation because negative is a harder number to multiply by than 2 is. So I'm just going to bring it in here. I'm going to go negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 19. So all I do is plug in my answer, my x value. That becomes negative 4 plus 3y equals negative 19. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. I have 3y is equal to negative 15. Divide both sides by 3. That goes away. And y is equal to negative 5. That's what it looks like completely solved. Now you can see where step 3 is a little bit of a heavier lift. But that's why you're only going to have like 5 problems to practice on tomorrow, because it takes a little bit more time. But I think it's like you said, if you can get through step 1, then get through step 2, step 3 becomes pretty easy. It kind of, like I said, it becomes super repetitive. So that's what I got for you guys. Like I said, I went through it all. If you came in late and missed a few, I will have this posted on my website probably by about 1 o'clock today. I got to figure out how to do it again. Not as easy as it probably should be. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys got something from that. I hope you got at least the repetition or talking through it enough times. Hope you get through those problems. Enjoy the rest of the sunshine today, guys.